Welcome to the Headcanon Podcast. If you're new here, we have a fresh and hot episode new every Tuesday. Good Lord, I'm struggling today. It is first of the year, and I am crashing and burning. We got a new hot episode every Tuesday on YouTube, anywhere else you can get your podcast. You can also keep up to date with the show on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. Links are down below. I'm Crockett, and this is Brian.
Yo.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys.
It's the beginning of the brand new year. Yay!
Yay.
Can you throw the... Wait, you're sweaty.
Oh, it's hot as dicks
Oh
in
my
here.
God, what's wrong with you?
I'm fat. So I'm
You're not.
subtle
No, you're jolly, dude.
I'm jolly.
You got that Santa weight on you. I got that jolly weight.
Somebody used to come, I think it was Dre. Shout out to you, Dre. In the holidays, he used to call me Puerto Rican Santa. That's cool.
You do carry a lot of like joyous
Yeah.
Puerto Rican Santa.
That's because of my laugh. I used to have like
Dude,
a big laugh.
can we do that next year?
Yeah.
Can we just like, dude, it'd be so easy to just dye your, like put on like some white.
This shit white.
Yeah. No,
Get
we
it
don't want
like
it to
red.
make you white, but we just dye your
No,
beard.
like the beard.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
put the beard white.
We
put the
silver
hair
fox
white.
you up.
Yeah.
And then we just put his little Santa hat. Dude, it'd just be so easy.
Dude,
How have you not done Santa?
I don't know. I think I resented it when I was a young.
Right.
I was like, because people used to call me Santa just because I was fat when I didn't have a beard.
Yeah.
I used to resent it. Now that I have a beard, I feel like I should embrace it a little more.
Yeah.
You know, I should be like, yeah, I'm fucking jolly.
Yeah, I am jolly. I
Yeah,
do jolly.
I am a jolly good fella.
Dude, but you have potential. That's the thing. It's like
Yeah, that's true.
that's like the one thing about people that are big. I'm like, no, you have massive potential to build up huge
Huge
gains.
amount of muscle. Yeah, huge amount of
It's-
muscle.
You can be like
It's in there.
the dude from Full Metal Alchemist. It's just like
Fucking arms.
yeah,
like
just one of those dudes.
the husband, Curtis.
where it's just like they got a huge. Oh, you could be a Thor. You
I
could
do
easily
could
be a Thor.
Yeah, easily. Which, by the way, I have been playing God of War Ragnarok on a PS4.
Yeah.
Thor
How's
is-
that going for you?
It's been really good. No cockroaches have died yet. My shit hasn't. My shit's not on fire. It actually works really well on the PS4, but Thor, easily one of the coolest parts of the game.
I
Fucking
do.
love Thor.
I do like how he kind of like his mannerisms and everything. They definitely wanted Josh Brolin.
I was just gonna bring
They-
that up. Every time I look at Thor, I read that text from you like when you started playing the game,
right.
and I was just like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't buy that for a goddamn second. Are you a calm and reasonable
man.
person? I was like, all right, it's fucking. They wanted Josh Brolin
Yeah.
for that.
They also wanted oh well, never mind. You haven't got to that part yet. But there's another character that they definitely wanted Jeff Bridges to do.
Oh, that's awesome.
But like, you definitely can tell that they were like, no, we want this actor, but we can't get this actor.
They're not available or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
but that guy naturally just sounds like Josh Brolin. Like just
he
him.
does.
Because I saw him doing an unboxing video for the collector's edition, and it was like, yeah, this dude is Josh Brolin. This dude sounds just like Josh Brolin.
I mean, who's the voice actor for him?
I think he's done some like random stuff, but I don't.
Oh, his name is Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst.
Yeah.
Hirsch.
He is. Oh, he played Lobo in Superman. He's done like he's done that kind of voice, like that big burly man voice. He's
Yeah.
good at that shit.
He seems like a big burly man, but
Yeah,
he's small.
I would love to cosplay Thor. That would be
That
a
would
cosplay
actually be
that I sure I could
yeah.
do.
That'd be tight, dude.
I just need to dye my hair ginger for a little
I
bit.
still think you should do an Armstrong like cosplay.
I feel like I could pull off.
Or what? No, it's not Armstrong. It's who is the wife?
It's Asumi's husband. I
Yeah.
think his name is Curtis.
Curtis.
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
still waiting for you to do that cosplay. Or you could do Al.
I could do an L too.
That would
Yeah.
be a lot of work. Like you would have to do a whole suit and armor.
Yeah, it'd be a fucking. I want to do the helmet. Now that I have a house, now that I'm renting a house, I feel like I have the space to like do shit like that.
Yeah. Do you have you're primed up for potential? Actually, I need a. Ooh.
Yeah?
You have a house.
I have a house.
I can.
And I lost my job 3 days after moving into
Jesus
that
Christ.
house.
The fucking shit luck, dude.
Yeah.
I can come to your house and I can use your driveway for car stuff.
You can yeah, that's true. You can use my backyard for cosplay
Speaking
stuff.
of which, I went home for Virginia
Yeah.
and me and my dad worked on my car a little bit, threw some side skirts on there.
Yeah.
I'm back in, baby. I'm on my Paul Walker shit again. Here we go. I'm on my shit again.
It's really funny because for 2 days you were posting about your car, like you got the side skirts on, and I think you did some other shit that your dad like helped you do.
Yeah.
And I saw your Instagram story. And then for 4 days after that, it was just like memes shitting on Honda Civic the entire time.
Dude, it's so fun. It's so fun just to hate on my own car. Like, piece of shit.
And it's funny because like I saw you posted like 3 TikToks on your Instagram story that were like Honda Civic drivers making an ungodly amount of noise trying to go 30 miles an hour. And then
It's that fucking VTEC, baby. Let that thing purr.
And then the next post was Paul Walker sitting in front of the orange car.
I think it's an eclipse. I
So
think it's.
funny. I don't know what it was, but it really fucking
That should have.
tickled
I
me.
should have made a TikTok just doing that.
Yeah.
Like just me and myself. I should have did like one like where I stitch it and then it's like just me in like a hard rap song and it's like cutting to like just pictures.
It's like bass distorted.
I feel like I need to do a car update because I've modded the hell out of my car.
You have done a lot of shit to your car. It says Ohio gozaimasu. Does it still do that?
Oh yeah.
fucking
I
dork.
love everybody that gets in my car is always like, what is that? What is? So if you guys don't know, like when you get in my car and I hit the start button, I'm greeted by a little Japanese woman
Yeah, little
trapped
Japanese.
inside my car.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio. I was like, what is it? Izakaya or no? Why can I not?
Isekai?
No, not Izakaya.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online start playing. Crossing Fields start playing. No, it's Ikoyo driver.
No, interesting.
Yeah, it's just, I'll have to switch it out every so often though, because then I'll get bored with that. There's one where it's like a tsundere.
Yeah.
There's actually like a whole like huge list. What's really cool about it is though I can just
Oh,
plug-
so they could just like download them? Like
yeah,
straight
I can
into the
I can
car?
put anything on there. I've made my own like custom
Yeah.
sound and then it was just too long and I had to take it off. But yeah, if I could record anything and then put it as my start.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm waiting for it to bust one day because it doesn't seem like it's very sturdy,
Yeah.
but it's pretty sweet. Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish my car. I make fun of you for having that, but if I could do it in my car, I would in a heartbeat. I would do it.
You could do it in your car. Do you have
my
a
Nissan? I
you
have
have
a Nissan
a
Versa 2019.
you have a USB?
It does have an USB port, but it doesn't have a startup sound.
No, we could absolutely do that.
You can do that?
Yeah, we could do that. All you need is do you have a cigarette lighter?
I do.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
We
shit.
could do one
Fuck
of
yeah.
those.
Yeah, I have something that drives me crazy about my car is like my Bluetooth card that's in the card, like the Bluetooth chip, has a huge delay from my phone to the Bluetooth. And I don't know if that's just because it's a 2019. Like, I don't know if you run into that problem where like if you're watching a video or like if you're
Wait, watching a video in my on my car?
no like I want to
Wait,
check. Bear with me.
dude, you're sweating so much. You're getting so nervous. What does it expose?
When I'm driving, I listen to podcasts and like true crime
But on YouTube,
on YouTube. Yeah,
you're playing the video.
because I have YouTube.
Stop doing this.
YouTube doesn't listen. YouTube doesn't have a YouTube podcast. It has YouTube music, and it's got normal YouTube. So if I'm listening to it, it's hot as dicks in here.
No, it's not, dude. I look like a dock worker right now. What? I think you should have got an iced coffee.
I probably should have.
Can we just start? Can we just do the podcast at 10 o'clock every day?
Yeah, 10 o'clock is nice.
Oh my
I'm
god,
unemployed
dude!
now.
There was no traffic this morning.
Yeah.
And oh my god, dude! You don't know how I relieve. It only took me 20 minutes to get here.
That's amazing.
I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could get here to the studio in 20. Dude, look, it almost takes me a full fucking hour to get to the work.
Yeah, I always feel bad because you and Tay live like relatively far away from the studio, and I make you guys
I
come here
know.
at like 8 a.m.
Well, there's not really a whole lot of options, but
Back when I was working because I had to go to the office.
yeah.
But now, yeah, fuck it, let's do it at 10. Let's
But
do it
it's
at
like
11.
10 o'clock is it's such a good sweet spot for
It
this.
is. It is a good sweet spot.
If anyone's ever wondering, like, why we're always drinking coffee, it's because we do this
Yeah, we do
podcast
it
so early.
Early as shit.
If we ever had like our own like space, like that we didn't have to rent or anything, we'd be doing like shows at like 7 o'clock at night, and we'd all be having like a big ass whiskey in our hand at some point.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be-
I love that one episode that we did with Mel. Shout out to you, Mel.
That was super late.
It was like 9 p.m. It was like 7 p.m. We finished it at 9.
I feel like the energy was just different too. Like,
I love nighttime recording. It's my favorite type of recording.
I like it when I don't have to do something
Yeah,
next
that's
day.
true.
If it was like today, I would definitely be like, yeah, we could do one late. It doesn't matter.
Because I love being sat at like 7 p.m. Like the reason why I started podcasting because I love being sat and like talking at like nighttime with like a friend or two.
We should do, you know what we should do?
Mm-hmm.
Is do like 3 a.m. Like do a special podcasting thing
Yeah.
where it's like a sideshow or something like that where it's like 3 a.m. We're just half hammered.
At Canon
And
After
then
Dark.
then it's just like the most conspiracy driven, like It's like, what do you think happens after death? Like, just like the most craziest unhinged.
Just out of pocket shit.
Dude, I watched this movie last night called Speak No Evil.
Oh, I love Speak No Evil. It's a
Holy
great film.
crap, dude. What the hell?
Shit had me on the edge of my seat.
That is a cautionary tale for do not be too nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So I got... Oh, dude, you know what? All right, so the whole reason I watched Speak No Evil is because I got Shudder.
Oh, you did? Shudder Is Shudder good?
Well, so I got Shudder so I could watch
Skinamarink. Yeah.
Skinamarink. Why the hell is that? The name is so confusing.
I think it's not like an English word.
No, it can't be. It's got to be like Swedish.
Yeah, something
That's like
that.
it sounds like IKEA furniture. Every time I read it, I'm like, I don't know how to say this. Skinamarink. It was really popular on TikTok. I think I've talked about this on the show. I don't know.
You might have mentioned it on the show, but we didn't go too deeply into.
So the movie is like apparently like really terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really messed people up, and it's kind of like in the same vein as Speak No Evil, where it's just like you view it once and you're like, I don't need to watch that ever again.
It's like Skinamarink is what we call analog horror, which is like it's like horror that like doesn't really have a narrative, but you like see it through like VHS tapes and like you see a lot of like weird fucked up imagery.
Yeah.
That's what Skinamarink is.
Yeah. It's where it's like just kind of like a gut wrenching, like it's just you're kind of strapped into a roller coaster by your feet.
Yeah, Blair Witch Project would be in like an analog horror. VHS, the compilations would be like an analog horror.
Also watch VHS 94. Yeah. Amazing. I love it. I can't stand VHS or like stand like as in like I can't get enough of it. Like,
yeah.
I love VHS so much.
Me too. It's fucking great. So anyway, Skinamarink.
Skinamarink, yeah. So I was trying to find Skinamarink and I someone had told me that it was on Shudder. So I got Shudder and then I was like, I can't find this movie.
I don't think it's come out yet on Shudder.
It is coming out though?
It is coming out on Shudder. I watched a YouTuber, Mr. GG, did a review of the film. He got early access to it.
Yeah.
And so they were still finding distribution at the time that he made the review.
Yeah.
And so Skinamarink announced recently that they got to deal with Shudder. But I think it comes out early 2023.
Okay, good. So all right. So I have Shudder now, so I can watch it when it does come out. This movie was I thought it had already came out because I guess it was a film festival movie, so I just thought they just had it on everything.
It had a film festival like release window, and I think if you were the press or if you were in that film festival as an audience, you could request a screener.
Why the hell do we need to get it? We're headcanon. We do shit.
Yeah,
we do movie stuff. Where the hell is where's our slots of the pie at?
And honestly, you have to apply for it. I got hit up I might be covering another film festival.
Oh, really?
Early, like later on in the year that happens. It's called the Slam Dance Film Festival.
Slam Dance? You did that last year, right?
Yeah, I did it last year, very, very briefly. So I might be doing that again. But it premiered July 25th in Fantasia Film Festival. It's going to get a theatrical release on January 13th. And then at a later date.
No, I think it's already out in theaters.
No. The theatrical release, it might be in limited areas, but the theatrical, like full-blown theatrical
release, it's actually coming fully out.
Yeah, it's like a proper theatrical release.
Oh, what?
On the January 13th.
Wow, okay.
Streaming has really fucked with like how people like see stuff.
Yeah.
Because like it's available on like one service for like 2 weeks, and then it's available on like a theatrical run for like 3 weeks. Yeah. So it's like really hard to keep track of shit. Yeah. But yeah, it comes out on January 13th, like a normal theatrical release. And then at some time after that, it'll release on Shudder.
Because this is playing at like Carolina Place right now.
Skinamarink?
Yeah, I was like surprised. I was trying to find it, couldn't find it on Amazon, couldn't find it on Shudder. I'm like, where is this movie playing at? And then I saw one showing and it was at like Carolina, like there's like this like
it is the Carolina Pavilion. There's like one showing at 7 p.m.
And I was like, that's crazy. Like what?
That is fucking crazy.
But now I guess I will watch in theaters because I would like to watch that. Yeah, I would like to watch in theaters.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, this movie might be a better movie. From watching the trailer, I'm like, this might be better if like in my house with all the lights off or something.
It's like a borderline experimental.
Yeah, it's kind of like you walked into an old house, you found like a random DVD, VHS, something like that, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, have you ever done that? Have you ever just like randomly grabbed some like VHS stuff?
I did. I used to go to thrift shops and then like browse the DVD areas, and if I ever saw a homemade DVD, I would grab it. I never played one, but I have one that says "Say No to Fornication," with a picture of Jesus Christ on a cross on
I just thought of a really twisted idea.
it.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
So I get a VHS of like Land Before Time, and then I just slice in like murder scenes right in the middle of the movie, and then I just put it in a
back.
drip store. So I got this idea.
Yeah.
That's such a mean idea. It's like some kids is like, what the hell? It's kind of like a Fight Club where he slices in like someone's fat
Like
cock.
a frame of porn.
Someone put, I remember seeing that, this is like one of the funniest jokes I've ever seen. Is there was like a ASMR like nighttime like white noise on YouTube, and someone in the middle of it just splices in like all these gunshots. So it's like when you see like, you're waking up in the middle of the night, you're like, what?
The one that I saw one that was like 10 hours of silence with random orangutan noises. So like
I love that so much.
at some point in the audio, it's like completely like quiet. Just
I need that, dude. Holy crap. Oh my God, dude.
I love people are so fucking creative.
My hands are so greasy, dude. I don't know
Dude,
why
I'm
they're
so
so
sorry.
greasy.
So sorry, you saw Speak No Evil.
So I saw Speak No Evil.
Yeah.
What a very foreign film where it's just kind of like these Dutch people.
Yeah.
They're just too damn nice.
Yeah, they're way too nice.
Too nice, and then they just don't. I get the premise of the movie. It started making sense where it's like, oh, they just wasn't communicating certain stuff. But damn it, I just kept thinking in my mind, I'm like, if this is an American person, oh, it'd be on, dude. It'd be like, no, there's not a chance. There's a chance in hell I'm gonna let you do any of it.
Yeah,
I'm trying not to spoil this movie, but like, if the roles are switched, because this movie is a foreign film, it's like a Dutch couple with their child goes over to another couple's
Like a
home.
Danish couple.
Danish
So
couple.
it's Dutch and Danish are the main characters.
Yeah, main character.
Yeah.
I
There's
guess,
four
yeah.
main characters, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's six characters.
Oh yeah, counting the little shitlins.
So there's two parents and their child run into like another set of parents and their child on vacation.
Yeah,
or
they're
holiday.
on vacation. They go to Italy. The Dutch couple goes to Italy and
Yeah.
then meets this family and like the resort that they're staying at, and they become friends. And then that couple, who are the Danish ones, invite the Dutch couple over.
Yeah, so it's like-
on over the summer.
Right, just to come hang out.
Yeah.
Like that's very European.
It is a very European thing.
Yeah.
And like, so like the whole premise of the movie is like you said it. It's just like, don't be too nice. Like that's the whole metaphor. Of
Yeah,
the movie.
it's like-
assert your boundaries. Like say no when you gotta say no. Like all that shit.
Yeah.
If it was an American movie, I feel like the same thing sort of happened, but everybody would have been angrier about it.
Dude, no, someone would have no, at some point they would have just been brawling. It would have been, I kept watching this movie, I'm like, if this was just an American couple, this movie would have been 10 minutes
Yeah,
short,
sometimes I
like
was
for sure.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, it would have been, I'm like, dude, this would have just been a whole nother movie just because it just like, but that's how you know it was a foreign film because of like, it's just that culture, I guess.
Very slow, methodical filmmaking.
Yeah, it's such a, people said it was very like, almost like a dark comedy almost, like just how cringy, I guess, like the couple was being.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I would describe it like, it's like when you have a friend that has like an abusive partner,
Yeah.
and then you see them interact, and you're like, I didn't like that. But you're like,
Oh yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
yeah,
You're like,
but you can't really, you don't know how to bring it up or how to say anything, because
Yeah.
people get really defensive and upset about it, like that kind of situation.
yeah, it's like a lot of like you're going to have to be like uncomfortable breaking
Yeah.
like social boundaries of like I'm gonna have to be an asshole here.
Fuck yeah, I have. That's the thing. It's like
There's
I
like
have to be a dick.
yeah, you don't want to be too nice, and you can't let just people just like. I guess the premise of the movie is just like you cannot let people walk over you,
Yeah.
and you can't let it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
But that movie, it's kind of like towards the end, I'm like, oh, he's just
Dude, the ending of that movie was. We're trying to talk about it without spoiling it,
Yeah.
but the ending of that movie was brutal.
brutal.
It was fucking crazy.
And I'm just thinking, I'm like, there's not a chance in hell I'd let that happen to me. I'm an American. I
just pull out the blammer.
my ass. But yeah, that was a very jarring movie. Very
Me and Libby watched it, and me and Libby were both kind of like, ah. like the entire time. It's one of you just clench your asshole the entire
Yeah,
time.
it is. You're like gripping the sides, like, damn it.
You stand up
I
and
would
just
have.
it's got suction to it.
I watched that, and then I watched a lot of movies last night. I watched 1994, VHS 1994, fantastic.
Like the 1994.
So
Oh, VHS 1994.
VH4. So the way so if you don't know what VHS is, it used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore, but
No,
VHS
it's on Shudder now.
is not all of them.
Not all
So
of
it's only 94 and 99.
Interesting.
So VHS is a collection of short films by directors, and it's all horror films. And then
Yeah.
there's all stringed together by someone breaks into a house and find a bunch of VHS tapes, and they just kind of keep playing them through the whole movie. And then it's like that's how the premise of the short story starts.
That's how you get the anthological nature of it.
And and they're amazing. They're some of my favorite things because I love watching all these like really short but really incredible like short horror stories. And I'm like, it's just like they just hit all the beats at once because there's no fluff to it.
Yeah, the guy that plays Trevor in GTA 5 is in 99.
Is he?
Yeah.
I haven't watched. Okay, so I haven't
Stephen
watched
Ogg.
99. But there's VHS 2, and these all take kind of like during different time periods.
Yeah, VHS 1 and VHS 2 were some of my favorite pieces of
Yeah,
horror.
VHS
They're
2
phenomenal.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And then there's VHS Viral, which was probably the
fun.
weakest, I guess,
Yeah.
of all of them. That was kind of like they were like, oh, they're gonna upload all this stuff to the internet, and then it was kind of running its course. And then I think they took a small break, and then they made 94,
right?
yeah. And then they came out with VHS 99, which is the last one. But watched 94 last night, and this is the first time I ever saw someone like go, "This is too gory," and I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, I might be a little bit unhinged. Like I might be like I'm like someone is sitting next to me like gagging, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
Oh,
I love this.
That was fantastic.
I-
Dude, I've had that experience so many times. People like physically recoil at something happening on screen, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
just eating my little popcorn.
I feel like I would recoil if I watched Marriage Story. I feel like that I would throw.
Marriage Story, yeah.
I would throw up. See, I can handle
You're
horror fine.
a
all
child
day.
of divorce, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely do not watch Marriage
Yeah,
Story.
no. I don't need it. I already lived there. I already lived through Marriage Story. I don't need to relive this again.
Every day I wake up and I wish you were dead.
No, I can't take Out of Driving seriously though.
Noah
That dude-
Baumbach, he looks a little goofy, but he's like hot goofy.
He's not.
I think
He's not.
He's hot. I'm sorry. Adam
Women
Driver's
love
hot.
ugly guys.
They do.
For real.
They do.
Like, why does women love ugly guys?
It's because people that look like Chris Hemsworth or like Liam Hemsworth or Daniel Craig, those people are not real.
It's unattainable.
They
it's
don't
not real.
exist. They don't
it's
exist.
all smoke and mirrors.
yeah. They don't exist.
But when you can see something, when you can see a piece of coal that you
Yeah.
can kind of shape into a diamond, like, all right, let's take this thing home.
I can fix them.
I was asking as like
those are my favorite memes.
like why women love serial killers, and
Yeah.
it's that mentality. It's like the I can fix it.
That's a fucking
Here's
minefield.
Here's my take. So the same people that want to tame big cats, like Joe, what's that guy's name?
Joe Exotic?
Joe Exotic, like that type of people that were like, I can tame this monster, right? I can tame this beast. That's the same women that like write to serial killers in prison.
That might be.
It is the same exact thing. It's like I can control this monster. I'm above it, right?
That might be the stupidest, smartest thing I've ever heard anybody say. You know what I mean? Like, you're right.
Yeah, this would be a TikTok. This would be a good TikTok.
Fucking Joe Exotic is just the woman that writes his serial.
Yeah,
killers.
it is 100% that. It's like it's that.
Yeah, you're right.
It
You're
is
right.
the same mentality.
It's like, yeah, I can handle it.
I can handle it.
People that wrote to Charles Mason, absolutely a Joe Exotic.
Mason?
but Charles Manson.
Manson. Yeah, I was like,
Absolutely. What are the numbers, Mason? Absolutely.
Damn, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
That's
Yeah,
crazy that Call of Duty's got a plot.
You're absolutely correct about that. I
Yeah.
don't have anything to add to that. I feel like you're right. But that is this is what fascinates me about you, because you're a really smart dude. You're genuinely an intelligent dude. Like, you know shit and then you talk shit. But sometimes the way that you say things,
Oh, it comes out mush.
it sounds like nobody's ever put it quite that way. Those words have never been said.
I put a
before.
little top spin on my words. So it gives. What the
Jesus
hell? What did he
Christ.
mean? I got it, but like he scored on me. But damn, what the?
What the fuck happened? I got whiplash out of that conversation.
No, but seriously, like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
and also I want to say like, some of those dudes are ugly as hell, but there's something about like the
'Cause
they could just kill you.
This is something that's come up on TikTok recently. It's like erroneously using the word the female gaze, because the female, not lesbians, the female gaze, like GAZ.
I know I didn't
yeah.
make that connection, but now it's funny that you were like not females, not female
lesbians.
gaze, female gaze.
But the female gaze is like, so the male gaze is like how males perceive women in media.
All right,
And,
thank
like-
you for mansplaining. You
Yeah, you're
pig.
welcome.
You misogynistic pig.
You're welcome.
You pig.
So like
Mansplaining man.
the mansplaining the male gaze to another man. So like that's
I'm in
what
love with you. It's like I'm in love with you, bro.
So like they started to use the female gaze on TikTok to represent like what women are attracted to. But that's not really what it is. It's like a literary term that's like how women perceive women in media.
Yeah.
It's like the male gaze, the female gaze.
Wait, it's like how women perceive other women?
Yeah. So like when you in media, the male gaze was created to do like a literary criticism
Yeah.
of like how men are writing women and
Yeah.
how they're essentially like received as like one-dimensional sexual objects in media. Really prevalent during the 90s and like early 2000s.
The I got a good one. The male version of that of the female gaze would be like a Nicholas Sparks movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like there's
Exactly
no
what it
man out there like
Where it's like
wearing a cardigan and reading a book.
so unrealistic.
Bro, get a job. Go work. Get some oil in them fingernails, man. What are you doing?
So unrealistic, like expectations for like that. Yeah, that's exactly
These
what it is.
crazy standards. Like and that's like the standards women hold men to is like, why don't you just kill somebody?
Jesus Christ.
But
yeah,
that was like a whole thing with like school shooters too. Like that was a whole thing. Like when all those school shooters were like, well, I guess it's still happening, but like they were like, I remember this was a thing. It was, I forget which one it was, but there was one where they were talking about how cute this school shooter was.
Oh yeah. Like they're fanatics of the school shooters.
I guess
like
that's
the
our-
Columbines and like all
Yeah.
of those people. Yeah, that's a phenomenon that has a name that ends with philia, which means like sexual attraction, but I don't remember what the word is.
But this also actually, I don't know if you guys remember, but on Twitter, there was this woman who killed her boyfriend in Korea. And then she's like, got his body on the side of the street, right?
Oh wow.
And she's like covered in blood, but she looks cute. She's a cute girl.
Oh, she's like smoking a cigarette.
yeah, that
didn't-
girl.
The dude survived actually.
What?
Yeah, the dude survived. I
Damn.
know that story. It's like the real life tsundere.
Yeah, the tsundere.
But
But that would be the same thing what I'm talking about now. Would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like the men are like, I can change her. Which it's also funny that there's also there's a Twitter account called Mugshot Shardies,
yeah,
which is
I've seen that.
it is like just like they'll post someone's mugshot, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
it's like of attractive female, and then it's just like all the comments are like just barking and wolfing. It's like and it's like there's always one where one guy's just like, I can fix her.
It's called hybristophilia, by the way.
What the
when
hell
you're
is
attracted to
that sounds like an
serial killers.
Italian dish.
It does sound like an Italian dish.
Perfectio, do you?
Hybristophilia. So that's what it's called. But the reason, like to ring it back, like the female gaze on TikTok has been used to see like what women are attracted to, and it's really funny because it happens when you see a picture of Hugh Jackman in a Man's Health magazine. What does he look like? He looks like Wolverine. He's fucking jacked, shirt off. He's like flexing. You can see all of the veins in his body.
He's dehydrated in hell.
Yeah,
He's on steroids, TRT.
it's fucking crazy. But
Right.
then you see Hugh Jackman in like a Woman's Health magazine, and he's wearing a turtleneck. He's like holding a piece of pie.
Yeah.
You know?
I've seen this like comparison before.
Yeah.
What about like,
So
yeah,
like,
it's like this, they portray them completely differently.
completely differently because like the male gaze is just like, oh, I can be the hyper masculine version.
Right.
But like women don't want a hyper masculine dude. That's
Somewhat. I mean, everyone
That's like-
everyone has their own like,
Yeah, the whole
each
preference.
their own, but
that's like threatening.
yeah.
Like when you're like that hyper masculine dude, because that comes with a whole bunch
You know
of
what? You know what
other
it is like it's like when someone gets a really jacked at the gym,
Yeah.
and then it's like you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get so many compliments from women. Then it's all guys.
It's
like,
all
dude,
guys.
your muscles like I do the exact same thing. I'm like, that dude's shredded. Holy crap, man! Good job. I just shake his hand. I'm like, man,
good
this
job.
is impressive, man.
Nobody gives a shit. Nobody like women don't typically give a shit about like that kind of.
I feel
physique.
like this is insane that we've been talking about this
Yeah.
because of like someone's gonna be like, "There's not a woman on this podcast." There's two men talking about this
Just talking
female
about the female
experience.
gaze. Yeah. So like, but it's really interesting because like that comparison between like the two Hugh Jackmans, like one of them's where he's like makes people feel
Right.
safe and like, I'll make you a pie. I'll make you dinner. I'll cook you something nice.
I'll cook you something nice. You dirty her. You dirty slut.
I love that.
I'll cook you something. I love that, guys.
I love that dude's content has evolved to him just like looking at the camera. Like he stitches something and then he's just like for like 10 seconds
Yeah.
and then the video ends. It's amazing. I forgot what we're Adam Driver's hot is what I'm trying to say.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He looks like a screwdriver. Big ass nose. I could just like undo like a couple screws that fucking hunger. Anyway, I would comparatively
Fucking hunger.
Chris Evans and as Captain America versus Chris Evans and Knives Out. Like one's wearing
Yeah.
like just a shredded dude, and then
Yeah,
one's
yeah,
wearing
yeah.
like a cardigan. And there,
Yeah, Chris Evans and Knives Out is a great example. The new Knives Out came out.
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion. I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to.
Did people say it's good? I wasn't. Knives Out is definitely like a Thanksgiving family movie.
Disagree.
I think it's very like, oh yeah, I could take my family to this. And
Yeah,
then,
it's a genre movie for sure.
you know what's great that does not get his dues is Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon is a phenomenal.
He's
actor.
good. He's very good.
Great. Everything that I've seen Michael Shannon in, he's almost never the main guy,
No,
But
he's
he's-
always a side piece.
but he's almost always one of the better actors in the whole roster.
He is mashed potatoes on a steak dinner.
Yeah, he's
like-
got really.
It's like
Great
I couldn't
support.
do this without you.
Yeah,
I need your starch.
he was have you seen The Shape of Water?
I love Shape of Water.
Shape of Water, he killed it. Oh yeah, that's cute. I haven't seen Shape of Water in a hot second. Guillermo del Toro is such a great fucking
dude.
filmmaker. He's great.
I need to watch his Pinocchio.
Yeah, me too. It looks fantastic. You know, Catherine Zeta-Jones is the monkey.
The monkey with
the
what?
monkey.
The orangutan. Oh, ow.
There's a monkey in Pinocchio.
Why is there a monkey in Pinocchio?
I have no idea. I haven't seen the movie, but there's a monkey in Pinocchio, and like Catherine Zeta-Jones
yeah.
loved to work with Guillermo del Toro so much, and like I don't know what film they worked in originally, but she loved working with him so much that when he was making Pinocchio, she was like, "Please give me any part in this movie." And then she was like, "I mean, everyone's already cast. I got a monkey." And so Catherine
She
Zeta-Jones
goes,
sticking the
"Wah!"
monkeys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put on the orangutan suit. Like we're going practical effects on this.
Yeah, but Michael Shannon in Shape of Water, phenomenal.
Yeah,
Michael
he's the guy that
Shannon-
washes his hands for you.
Yeah.
Ever since I seen that scene, I was like,
I only watched my
"Oh,
hands
dude,
once.
I really should." And then I noticed people at work do that. I'm like, "That's so interesting." I was like, "No, they don't have a dirty car." Like, that's so funny.
And then in the Superman movie, Man of Steel, he was the best part of Man of Steel.
Right? Yeah,
General
he was
Zod,
the
yeah.
General Zod.
He's a great actor. People don't give him enough
He
credit.
plays the hill for sure, but he plays it well.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the movie with him, the main character, would work 100% because then it's like I'm just eating mashed potatoes for dinner.
Yeah, he just has that look to him where like he's a great
His eyes squinted. He's talking out the side of his mouth as the eyes squinted.
he has that look where you see him and you're like, something's fucking wrong about that guy.
he's plotting my downfall. I know for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, he's gonna stab me in the neck. Anything else you've been watching? I feel like the
I
holidays
started-
is just like an excuse to watch movies.
Dude, we really barely even talked
Yeah.
about like what we done for Christmas and everything. So what we've been up to lately. I watched a ton of Ozark.
Oh yeah,
I just started watching Ozark and I
Is
didn't.
that a Great Valley?
Let me tell
Breaking
you. Let me
Bad?
tell you my experience when I went home.
Yeah,
I done 3 things. I drank every day.
yeah.
I've turned into an alcoholic.
You got really great whiskey for Christmas too.
Dude, I got some. My family really must think I'm in this shits. Which I mean, I've had our time. But so I got a ton of whiskey for Christmas. So all I've done is drank like crazy. Gamble crazy amounts of money.
You're still playing fantasy,
Dude, I know. I upgraded. My brother does sports book, so it's like you're betting on like for just people to win and everything.
Yeah.
Which is more kind of like my speed.
Yeah.
Put me onto that. Been gambling every fucking
If I have to-
football game I could get my hands on.
If I had to like bail you out of like someone breaks your kneecap or some gambling,
It is a slippery slope
Yeah.
for sure. And then Although if the Raiders do win the Super Bowl this year, I'm
Yeah.
gonna win $1,000.
Fuck yeah.
That would be balling.
That'd be pretty
Their odds are awful, but
Yeah.
I was like $1 for $1,000 is a crazy.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. You're crazy not to bet
yeah.
that.
And then watch Ozark. So I drank, gambled, and watched Ozark.
That's so funny.
just the most sluggish, and then worked in my car a little
How
bit.
you liking Ozark?
It was pretty good. I got pretty hooked into it. I was like, this is a lot better show. I don't really like Jason Bateman for whatever, because he has like this really assholey, like,
Yeah.
he's like, really?
It's like a little sassy. Yeah.
Yeah,
a little
he's,
sassy.
but I think it's either he gets typecasted or he just is the same. He can't act that well. He can, I will say this. So he can read lines very well.
Yeah.
But his acting of just emotions and
It's pretty
just
one-dimensional.
trying to break out of his own self is he's always the same person in every single
Yeah.
thing.
He's not a character actor. He's like a
yeah.
He's just an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Evans is like what I call a character actor, or like a personality actor,
Mm-hmm.
where like he can play somebody like the Human Torch, and then play like somebody like the.
He has like a range.
He has like a huge range, and like he gets involved in the personality. Jason Bateman is like kind of like Jason Bateman,
Yeah.
all the way through.
But after watching, and you typically I don't really like Jason Bateman, but after watching him in Ozark, I'm like, oh, he has a lot of like leg room to work with the lines, and he delivers his lines very well.
Yeah,
And that was the first time I ever really realized it, because usually I can't stand just to watch him anything.
man.
But yeah, I was like, oh no, he's actually not that bad. But it's just like that is who that is. It's just Jason Bateman
Yeah.
being Jason Bateman.
He's a really interesting actor, because like seeing him from Arrested Development and anything else, it's almost like hard to not see him as the dad from Arrested Development.
I never
And
watched
everything
it. That's the guy where that guy's blue, right?
else. Yeah, Tobias. He's never nude. David Cross, who's really fucking funny.
I love David Cross
Yeah,
for
he's
real,
fucking
dude.
hilarious.
That is like a cherished. What is it like a? I just want to cherish him.
He's one of
Well, I
those-
can't think of like he's not a household name, but he's like Precious. He's a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
precious
it's like,
like,
a,
actor.
like a human treasure, just like a treasure.
That's the thing about me, Dave. I never lose. Dude, there's gonna be a SpongeBob rave here in Charlotte.
A SpongeBob rave?
There was a Shrek rave like doing like a running up the coast. Apparently, there was one in like Charleston,
It's called Bikini Bottom Rave.
the Bikini Bottom rave, and I guess people go there and like cosplay and stuff.
That's amazing. It's in February.
But yeah, let's get back on the topic here.
Yeah.
What was your Christmas like?
I did fucking nothing. So my parents were out of town in Seattle. So my parents were in here.
What a terrible place to go to fucking
They,
Christmas.
they got like snowed in. It was like a
Oh,
nightmare.
it snows? I thought it would just be rainy.
No, see, well, in winter it's like they get blizzards.
I need to circle back because I
Yeah.
need to talk about how fucking cold it was in Virginia.
oh
I
yeah, it
completely
was fucking
forgot.
2 degrees.
Dude, no, it was 6 degrees. No, it was -6.
-6.
It was like -6, and then with the wind blowing, it was -18. And
It got to.
let me tell you
negative
how
in
cold.
Virginia?
I've never been that cold in my life.
Yeah,
It had not been that cold since 82 or 81.
that's fucking crazy.
Let me tell you how cold it was.
yeah.
So me and my dad were working on a side by side at the bottom of this big hill.
Yeah.
My dad's house is on top of the hill, but the garage was down at the very bottom.
Yeah.
It's like a minute and a half walk from the top to the bottom.
That's amazing.
So my dog Buster, he was getting cold, right?
Oh,
He was like
Buster.
freezing. He was like shaking. So I took him back home, and then I just parked the truck up there, and then I was like, all right, I'll just walk back down because we're gonna take the side by side back up the hill anyway.
Yeah.
And side by side is like those little like closed in golf carts that they use to haul in shit around farms and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So my dad was working on it, and then I just started walking down the hill, and I'm like, it's cold. I had a huge parka on, and then I had like a
Look
face.
like a fucking like you're climbing the goddamn Himalayas.
I did, yeah. Like, and then I had like a little like gator
Mhm.
for my face and everything. And so I was like, yeah, this will be fine. I'll just put this on. Dude, even with that on, just walking down the hill, this big gust of wind came through.
Yeah.
And it was just after like just being out there for maybe more than 30 seconds, all the muscles in my face started to squinch so hard.
Yeah. It fucking hurts.
I started getting a headache.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting a fucking headache from the wind.
That happened to me that same week, because it wasn't as cold here, but the same thing happened to me. I went outside to like throw away some boxes. I was outside for like 2 minutes, and I walked inside and I was red.
Yeah.
I'm brown, Crockett. I don't get red. It's fucking crazy.
Apparently, you can, if the wind blows hard enough, you can actually get a burn.
Yeah.
Like wind burn. Like, what the hell is that? Like, damn.
We shouldn't do, as a society, we shouldn't do a good goddamn thing in winter if it gets cold. We should all just go home.
I just kept imagining, like, what was it like in the 18th century where, like, or these people just died, I guess. Yeah. They were just dying. I mean, they were built Tonka Truck, but like, dude, they had to been, there was a breaking point for sure, but I'm like, damn, that, even for a hard motherfucker.
You know why houses burned down a lot in like the 18th century? You fucking had to put a goddamn fireplace in it.
Because their whole house is made of kindling.
Yeah, it's a fucking, I cannot imagine being a cowboy. Like if you played Red Dead 2, right?
Yeah.
I cannot imagine being a guy walking through that snow blizzard on a fucking
No,
horse.
my God, dude.
I would kill myself.
Dude,
on the spot.
you could not be bundled up enough. There's no thermal. You're just wearing fucking damn beaver hide. It's like your underwear is like, there's no way you're fucking warm right now.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but like, you know, pilgrims, I mean, they used to wear, their bottoms of their feet used to be so thick that, I mean, it would like, a nail would bend if they stepped on it.
I mean, you needed to have that level of protection, but like, holy fucking shit, it was cold as shit that week.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Charlotte got to what, 0?
We didn't get below 2 for sure, but it was fucking.
I know people had to hear it freeze.
Yeah.
Did your guys' power go out?
No, thankfully.
Dude.
No, we had a power spike. That's about it.
Oh, okay. That was probably a vetted like power. So we had constant power outage.
That sucks.
My mom's power went out. So me and my dad were going to.
By the way, thank you, Rebecca. Appreciate it.
Yeah, my mom
Very
got Brian
sweet.
a little card there.
Very sweet.
What'd she get you?
$25 Amazon gift card, which I used almost immediately.
I know. I was like when my mom told me, I was like, oh, they'll use that for sure.
Use the shit out of it. So thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it. Happy Christmas.
But yeah, like me and my dad were driving down the road and we're passing like a Dollar General and stuff, and we're like, it was just black. And we're like, huh, they must have closed early. And then like we go to like Millsboro, which is like in Kentucky, which is like 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And it's like
you and your border ass living.
Why am I attracted to living on borders? I love living on the borders. I like the option to go to just different states.
Non-committal ass.
So we go there and then we're coming back and we're like, why is it so dark? And I mean, usually it's Virginia. It's very dark anyway, but it was like this is advanced dark.
Advanced dark. Is that a SpongeBob joke?
Yeah. And then we just realized like all the power was out.
God, that sucks.
Dude, it was -2.
You live in a log cabin.
Yeah.
Are those warm?
Yes. Oh, dude, there was like 4 sources of heat in that house.
That's awesome.
I was like, my dad has like 17 backup hours.
Gosh, shout out to him.
I don't think he turned on his like actual AC, dude. We had like a wood burning stove down in the basement. We had a gas pipe
Dude,
stove.
basements are the shit. My house has a basement now. I fucking
Your
love
basement? Can we just talk about Brian's basement? Brian definitely murders people in his basement. It is the perfect place just to tie someone up with a sack over their head in that basement.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is scary. I mean, Brian has a Blair Witch basement.
It's fucking grimy in there.
Oh my God, dude. They need to renovate that shit or something.
So my house was built at the ass end of the 60s.
Yeah.
It's like 1960.
And Charles Manson lived in the basement.
Yeah. So like the basement is like all the original brick of the house without like any of the plaster. And like the paint's been, I'm sure there's lead in the paint. Like
it tastes so good.
So yeah, I have a very spooky basement, and I love going down there to do laundry because
Dude, what is it like in the middle of the night when it's dark down there? I got scared with the lights on.
Yeah, it feels like I'm gonna get shanked in the kidney every time I go down there, and I kind of like it.
That's the basement. You have the barbarian basement.
I do have it's
there's a fucking door down there that you just like keep going down further and further
down into it. Yeah. But the worst part about my basement is like, because it's such an old house, I think it used to have a coal furnace back in the day.
Well, what the hell happened to that? You need to get that back.
Well, they have, when they fell out of fashion, they walled it off and then poured concrete into it.
Casamonchiato?
Yeah. The Casamonte. Yeah.
I made one joke like that once before, and everyone thought I was the smartest person because I remember
That's what I say. That's what I mean when I say that you're a smart dude. And you just say the weirdest shit. You just communicate it weird. But yeah, the cask of Amontillado or whatever the fuck that the name is.
I always call it cask of macchiato. because I can never remember how the name was pronounced.
Of a macchiato.
The Castle of Monkey.
So like, there's like a fucking 5 foot by like 3 feet square in my basement.
that's my size.
That's just.
Dude, there might be a body in there.
So
for real.
yeah, it's like it looks like something could get buried in there. It looks like somebody killed somebody and then poured concrete over that corner of the basement.
I think that may have what's what happened
Yeah.
for you, Brian. I don't think there's a wood furnace in there, bro.
So yeah, my basement's spooky. I like my house though. Like my house. Got 4 cats. That's what I did. I just hung out with my
You have
4
4
cats.
cats?
Yeah, 4 cats.
That's too much pussy, dude.
Drowning in it.
Yeah, oh, by the way, yeah, when I was putting Brian's camera together for the
Yeah.
podcast, the lens that you're looking at us with right now, if you're watching us on YouTube,
Yeah.
it is full of cat hair. It bothered the crap. I'm like, this is like an expensive lens with all this cat hair. Clean your shit, dude.
Dude, I do clean it.
Good
I do
Lord.
clean it. You
need a, hey, you know what you need though for realsies? You need a Roomba.
I have a Roomba.
You do have a Roomba?
I have a Roomba.
You need 2 Roombas.
Libby had a room. So Libby has a Roomba, but I haven't been able to set it up properly because like the Wi-Fi is weird and like it didn't hold a battery. I'm about to buy another Roomba. That's what I'm saying. It's a piece of shit because like wants to work and it like tries to be a vacuum cleaner, but it doesn't quite get there.
It doesn't have the juice. It's still on its way. It's still going on its mission there.
But dude, we have 2 long-haired cats. We have Midna, and then she has another long-haired cat. Her name is Beans, which is really funny because the amount of times that I've accidentally called her a beaner is hilarious.
Oh my God, dude.
So Beanie, hair everywhere. My stupid dumb fat cat, hair everywhere. So like no matter where you sit, you can like deep clean a couch in 2 hours. It'll be covered in cat
Yeah,
hair.
I know.
Covered in cat hair.
Dude, I feel bad for your PC, dude. There's probably like a whole wig in there just trying to breathe that in.
I have to clean it every like 2 months.
My PC sounds like it's going to explode every time I boot it up now. Yeah, I don't know. There's something going on in there that I don't want to open up.
Check your. Do you have water cooling?
No.
Do you have? Is it just a heat sink?
What? Hang on. Let's
Yeah.
sidebar here, Brian.
Yeah.
Level with me.
Yeah.
What a stupid idea.
What,
Who the-
water cooling?
Putting water in your computer.
Dude, it fucking
is such
fucking
a
works, though.
stupid idea.
Fucking works
Why?
though, innit?
Why?
It's just I just don't fuck it up.
Dude, that's all you need to do is like bump the hose and
Just
just
like
something one
nick the
sharp
hose. Done.
Oh my God, dude, it's done for you.
I was really I don't know if you're having the same issue, but like if your performance is taking a hit, your computer might be overheating. Like if you have a heatsink, your thermal paste might be done. You might need to change your thermal paste. If you have a water cooling system like mine did, after like 6 years, the water dries out.
Really?
And so like your pump is no longer.
I guess because with it getting hot in there, I guess it does vibrate a little bit, right?
Yeah. And so like, but what actually happened is like one of my pumps broke. So like water wasn't circulating into
Getting algae.
my PC. So water wasn't circulating into my fucking PC.
Yeah.
So there was just like stagnant water on the CPU
Ugh.
and on the heat block. So when like my computer launched up, it would boil all that water and then it evaporated because I wasn't moving. And
So you just look
radiating the
down
heat.
and just notice there's no water in there.
Well, I didn't notice. My computer was running at 100 degrees, 100 Celsius, which melts your computer, by
Dude,
the way.
fucking
Do not let your
fry an
computer...
egg on that day.
Dude, you could have, yeah. Do not... I'm lucky that I had really good airflow. Do not let your computer go above like 95 degrees Celsius.
You have your PC on the floor, right?
And then have it on the floor, yeah.
You absolutely need that on your desk
I
to
will
get
not do
better.
that.
You have to get better airflow.
Nah, it's fine.
It's like sucking up
I'm
all
water-cooled.
the like cat hair from the bottom of the
Yeah.
ground.
But I have grills that stop the cat hair from getting into the system, though. Like I have like little metal meshes and shit like that.
I feel like that. I
I
feel like
have
you
to-
need
I have
like
to clean it
seven,
very
seven,
often.
six, 7 or 6 layers.
Yeah. What
It
I'm trying to
works.
say is
Yeah.
like you might need to replace your heating solution. Because if it sounds like it's blowing up,
I think it's a fan. I think
Yeah.
the fan. What has this podcast
Yeah.
been about? We've
Shooting
literally
the
just
shit.
2 guys talking about
Yeah.
nothing.
that's what podcasts are.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's a straight up definition. I mean, I applaud you for making it this far. Really.
Yeah,
If you
just two
like,
fellas, yeah. Oh,
this is the most like genuine conversation like between me and Brian.
yeah, that's true.
This is like
Just
you're
hanging
getting
out.
actual like just how me and Brian just like communicate like right outside the podcast. There's a funny thing that we do right at our studio. It's like after we get done recording this episode, we just stand in the parking lot and talk for like 15 minutes about
Yeah.
nothing.
Just whatever.
It's mainly about Jenny Ortega.
Yeah, whatever. Jenna. I've been wa-
Don't say what we said that one time, but
won't,
don't.
I
We
won't.
can't bring that up. But that was so funny.
I've been watching Wednesday.
How is that?
It's pretty bad.
It's bad? Damn.
Jenna Ortega is the best part about it. She's a phenomenal actress. Like, she's a really talented actress, but the show is just very badly written.
Ooh.
It's got stupid people, what I call stupid people writing, where they like explain everything to you like too aggressively.
Well, they're shooting for a broad audience.
It's for the Stranger Things audience.
It's for the masses, the sheeples. They're for the sheeples. You know, Catherine Zeta-Jones is in that.
Yeah, she's Morticia.
She was original. You know, she was original Wednesday.
No, that's Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci's
no, Christina Ricci's in it then.
Yeah, Christina Ricci is in it. Both of them are in it.
No, wait, Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it?
Yeah, I think so.
She's Morticia. No, I thought Wednesday, the girl who played Wednesday in the old one, is Morticia now.
No, I don't think so. Let me look that up for you.
Let me fact check that. Jamie, pull that up.
Let me pull it up. Yeah, Christina Ricci is the dorm mom. Catherine Zeta-Jones is Morticia.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any Christmas movies. Did you?
Me neither. No, me neither. I didn't do anything Christmassy this year.
I didn't really either.
I was sad. I was like, I lost my job like a week before Christmas. So I was like,
I would have probably cut that out. I said that last night. I was like, my rent is so high. I was like, I think I'll start a fire. I think I need to prove a point. You remember that guy that was like on Tosh.0 like years ago, and he was like, the rent is too damn high.
Yeah.
He's right. It is too damn high. I think about that constantly every time I look at my rent. I'm like,
that guy was ahead of his time.
The rent is too damn high, dude.
How much
I was
you pay
like,
for rent?
oh my God, I can't say that. I'm not gonna say that on air.
Not gonna say that.
I'm not gonna say that. It's high.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I pay $1,800 for like my place.
Yeah, but you got a
Noda. Yeah.
You got a whole torture basement. That's like another $10, $15 out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And then all the footage down in the dude. There's so much footage. Everyone, please go watch Barbarian.
Barbarian is a phenomenal film. Absolutely go watch it.
I feel very pretentious now saying it because now everyone's like, because that's a joke. It's like I go see Barbarian and then I go tell everyone this is the greatest movie ever.
It is, dude. It's one of the best movies of the year.
I liked it all the way up until I'm not a fan of dark comedy, and I don't know why. It just doesn't work. I don't want to try to laugh.
You would be the target audience for like a dark comedy.
I hate it, dude. I'm just like, I critique a lot of comedy. Like it makes anything that can actually make me laugh from watching a film or TV show is like genuinely. I'm like, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's like most jokes don't land for me. But when I watch like a comedy or something, I just like it's kind of like just it's comfort. It's like just junk food for my mind.
Yeah.
It's sometimes, but like stoner comedy is terrible.
I fucking hate.
Oh my God.
Comedy movies are bad. A lot.
Yeah.
Like, they're made badly. They're written badly. Like there's not a lot of like genuine comedy that like.
There's no substance.
Yeah, it's all just like lightly edited improv.
What is the last good comedy film you ever watched?
The last good comedy.
I can tell you one off the top of my head.
I think so. The last good comedy that's also like a movie was This Is the End.
I was going to say that. Yes.
No, sorry. I got 3 movies.
Oh, okay.
This Is the End is a good one because it's like genuinely.
That's generally
funny.
They were not like they lied a lot about their script.
Yeah.
They were just doing their own bits.
They were having fun.
Yeah.
They were having fun. And I think that's like the important thing about like a comedy movie. Like the cast needs to be having fun.
They need it. It needs to be genuine.
Yeah, like one of the funniest movies of all time is Undercover Brother. That film is fucking hilarious.
That movie is hilarious. Dude.
I fucking adore.
Oh my God!
Brother.
That is a Comedy Central usually beats a horse dead, but anytime Undercover Brother was on Comedy Central, I would 100% watch it.
My big black fuzzy balls.
What do you say there? And then the fucking mayo. The mayo's he's like licking his lips, and I'm like, sprays up.
The fucking hot sauce dispenser in the watch. Undercover Brother, I think, is one of my favorite comedies of all time. The last really good comedy that I laughed at was when we rewatched Anchorman.
Good.
Anchorman is genuinely funny.
Yeah.
And like, I don't like Anchorman 2, and I don't like that type of comedy.
Anchorman 2, well, because Anchorman 2 is like they were trying to just cash in on how good Anchorman.
They're trying to like catch lightning twice.
Talladega Nights is also amazing.
Talladega Nights is also really funny. Anchorman,
I can't feel my legs. I'm gonna stab myself right now in the legs to prove. Oh, we have two beautiful children, and God takes their legs away. Zoolander's also good too.
Zoolander's a great
That's
comedy.
been taking over fucking TikTok.
There was like in the early 2000s, like mid 2000s, there was like 6 really great comedy films that came out. Zoolander was one of them. Talladega Nights was one of them. Anchorman was or mid 2000s?
2004.
Yeah, so Anchorman would fall in there. And then in the last like maybe like 5 years at World's End, that's probably like 8 years now. It's an Edgar Wright film, so I know you won't like it.
It's British comedy. That's
Yeah.
that's a tough.
Love British comedy. British comedy is so funny. Yeah, because they're dry. So it's like a very dry humor. And like a lot of the comedy isn't just like in the way that people react. Whereas like American comedy is in the way that people say things.
Yeah.
But in British comedy, the reaction shot is the punchline. And it's all like super silly, like just completely absurd.
There's a lot of long pauses.
Yeah. The last comedy movie that I saw that really fucking made me laugh was Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That is a genuine.
That is a phenomenal film.
Genuine, yeah. So like it's a lot of like, I wouldn't call it slapstick, but it's a lot of like on the nose, like.
It's pretty much slapstick.
But it fucking.
It's kid humor.
It's kid humor, but it nails that mark. Skit humor. Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's all sketches, but they're all loosely tied together in like a narrative. Fantastic.
The fucking like the horses running and it's like they're just hitting two coconuts together.
My favorite part of that film is like they're heading towards like the final climax of the film. And then like they're riding their horses through like forests and like huge plains and whatever.
Yeah.
And then without any explanation, they just drive by a dude getting arrested in a car. Like they just like fainted over the car and there's like a modern day cop arresting him. Don't mention it whatsoever. Just keep going.
That is like the beauty of it is like just like having something so absurd that breaks you out of reality, but then it's like they just all the characters completely ignore it. That's it. That's it.
That's I think my favorite comedy is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I think that is like the golden tier of comedy. The last comedy that I saw that made me laugh was Anchorman.
Yeah.
And then the last action comedy was Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Pineapple Express was also kind of funny.
Yeah, I haven't
that's
seen
like the
Pineapple
only
Express.
one. I think that's like my only like one good like stoner film that I actually like. Most stoner films I hate.
James Franco does a lot for Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Franco pulls a lot of weight for that film.
Danny McBride is also
He's really funny.
What is that word I'm looking for? Like a starlet? Not a starlet, but just someone cherished, like a very cherished actor.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Just kind of like a national treasure.
National treasure, yeah, he's a national treasure. Eastbound and Down is such a funny freaking show.
I haven't seen that.
It is balls to the wall, like funny, because he just nails that like character.
Actually, I lied. The movie Palm Springs.
I love Palm Springs. That's such a like good movie.
Yeah, very oddly wholesome.
Yeah,
but like not like contextually wholesome, but like the whole movie feels good.
Yeah, it's almost a feel good in a weird way.
And is it J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons in it. Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg.
Who's that woman? Because she got big eyes, and I just fell in love with her.
That's not what
I love a big eye woman. I love you, bug eye bitches. That's gonna be on a shirt one day. I love you. I do.
That explains the Jenna Ortega thing. It's I think it's a Kristen Milioti.
Oh, she
This chick?
Yes.
Yeah. Christine Milioti. Yeah, she's great. Palm Springs.
That's
the last
very good
comedy movie that I saw.
That was on Hulu when it came out, and I was like, "This is not gonna be good." And I was like, "Wow, I actually really enjoyed it."
It was really great. You know what? Another movie that it's like underrated is the Lonely Island movie with Andy Samberg.
Oh, the Pop Star movie.
The Pop Star.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah, that is. But their comedy style is very. It's like Hot Rod is also an amazing film. Oh man, dude, Hot Rod is like one of those movies where it's like it does random shit and it's just so funny. Where it's like Bill Hader's like just beating on like a thing and he has like the fucking thing stuck to his eye. He's like,
Dodgeball was also one of my favorites.
Good. I hate that guy, but Dodgeball is very funny.
Who was that guy? Justin? Was
No,
that Justin
it's
Long?
not Justin Long. It's Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah,
I don't like Vince Vaughn's acting.
Dude, Vince Vaughn as a comedic actor, I kind of agree with you. As a dramatic actor, he's actually really good.
Have you ever seen The Breakup?
I hate The Breakup.
Yeah.
Have you seen Brawl in Cell Block 99.
Never heard of it.
Vince Vaughn film directed by Craig. I forget his last name. Craig starts with a C. 1 second. Brawl in Cell Block 99. It's a 2017 film. Not a comedy in the slightest. It's like a fucking bummer. Craig Zahler. Phenomenal film. Vince Vaughn. It's like one of the... He plays just a shithead that gets arrested.
Yeah.
And he just throws hands. Just fucking throws hands in prison. Very good film. But yeah, it's I think there's not a whole lot of comedies that I remember fondly, but Andy Samberg, almost everything Andy Samberg is I've enjoyed.
There's not few movies that I've seen where I didn't like him in.
Ben Stiller's got a couple bangers.
Oh, I was gonna say
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder is also one of the
favorite movies.
I think that's got to be one of the last of the generation that you could get away with. I think I've heard there's a rumor about like Tom Cruise's character and getting like his own movie.
I don't think you can.
I don't know how they would do it, but I feel like Tom Cruise could get away with that.
Yeah. Tropic Thunder was like a really genuinely funny movie.
Yeah, I think they were having fun.
Playing a dude discusses another dude,
and then it's like taking the own piss. It's like making fun of Hollywood.
Yeah,
but it's also actually like really funny.
Yeah,
Really
and so like people that get mad at Robert Downey Jr.'s like character doing blackface,
but that's like
completely missed the point.
Yeah,
the whole character, because that character is making fun of like representation that gets taken away.
Yeah.
So like there's two elements.
Well, it's like pretentious actors that are like, I am so good at acting, I can play another race.
Yes. That's one element of it, and the other element is that Hollywood would rather cast a white dude to go through 12 hours of makeup to look like a black dude than cast like a black dude in the
He went through like surgery and everything. He got like shit replaced.
So like it's making fun of that part of the Hollywood industry as well, and people are just like, "Oh, Robert Downey Jr. is doing blackface." And it's just like, you're a fucking idiot. I get so mad when people talk about that.
Maybe that was like, but we don't. When's the last time we got like in the last like 3 years a good comedy film? I mean, this is like why Todd Phillips made the Joker, is because he's like, I don't think you can do comedy anymore.
I think that so.
Why is it every time that it's just me and you on the podcast, we just start talking about films like crazy?
Like movies.
I know.
A couple of cinephiles over here.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like a sleeper cinephile. People don't know that about me. It's like, I love fucking movies.
You look like somebody who like does cocaine and like does nothing else. Like, you know, you look like a dock worker in like a Spider-Man film.
I came to the realization that my anxiety, I have bad anxiety.
Yeah.
If I ever did cocaine, I think my body would just implode or explode out.
Yeah.
I would just
don't do cocaine. I've avoided it for sure. Drugs are so good that they'll ruin your life. It's like the one.
Just like women. I'm sorry, Jenny Ortega. Please take me back. You bug.
You were never in.
You bug. How are we on time, Brian? How are we on time, dude? Like, how much longer
we gotta end the show.
Oh my god, dude!
We just hit an hour and 3 minutes.
This is what happens when we don't have like a fucking topic. We just can't keep riffing.
You bug-eyed fucking.